Welcome, everyone, to Reimagining Expanded Learning. First and foremost, thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. So whether you're a program director, a frontline staff, or somewhere in between, this webinar is for you. Before we dive in, I'm going to help us ground this session with a few quick logistics so everyone knows what to expect. Today's session will run about 45 minutes. I will define expanded learning, share some common challenges, introduce myself. Please feel free to use the chat box throughout the session. We will leave time at the end to address questions, and as many as we can. You'll also receive access to resources connected to today's learning so you can continue exploring these ideas with your teams. With that in mind, the purpose for today's conversation is we're shifting our focus from simply managing expanded learning time to maximizing it. We aren't just giving students a place to go. We are using Thrively's whole child data to build a program that actually reflects who they are and who they want to become. Before we begin, let's see who's in the room. And I want to do what I call an internal weather check-in. So first and foremost, green, thumbs up means you're feeling good. That's a number 1. Yellow, you're feeling okay, sideways thumb. That's a number 2. Red, you're not feeling so good. Thumbs down, that's a number 3. Now type your name, location, the number of your internal weather in the chat so we can see who's with us today and where you are joining us from. I see Greenwood, number 2. I see Ryan Wynn. I see Westminster, number 1. Perfect. Continue. Oh, I see NC 1. So good. I see a lot of 1s and a lot of 2s. I see Maggie from Westminster, a number 1. As you continue to put in your name, where you're from, and your weather, let's take a look at the expanded learning definition and some challenges. Out of school time is where students get to take the driver's seat in their own education. We take the concepts that they learn in the class and bring them to life through projects, movement, and play. We are the minds-on, hands-on of the school lecture. We are building the person, not just the student. We are the wraparound support that turns school into a community. We are humanizing learning. With all these expectations, expanded learning programs face many challenges. Here are some of the challenges that we face day in and day out. Take this time, type in the chat box any other challenges not listed here. As you continue to type any other challenges, every challenge listed here, from space constraints to staff prep, is exactly why we're integrating Thrively. It's the tool that turns these obstacles into opportunities for more structured, personalized, and student-centered program. Before we get to today's outcomes, allow me to introduce myself and provide a Thrively quick overview. My name is Peter Barajas. I am your Thrively partner. I had the pleasure of being with the same district for 35 years. For those 35 years, I was able to say, I do what I love and I love what I do. That's because I had a clear purpose to serve, connect, and give to all students, all families, and all staff. I was retired for 4 whole months before my passion came knocking at my door and said, you're not done. So here I am. My strengths are flexibility, resilience, social justice, assertiveness, and patience. Now that we know who's in the room and you know a little bit about me, let's learn about Thrively. At Thrively, it all starts with knowing our learners. We ensure that every student is known by their name, by their strengths, and by their needs. At Thrively, we ask the students one powerful question: what's wrong with you? Not what's wrong with you. We believe every child has a genius and they deserve to thrive in life, not just survive in life. That simple shift from deficit to asset is how we start to humanize learning. Another way that we humanize learning is by making the strengths visible. Take this poster here. What's wrong with you? Post it all over campus. Put it at students' eye level. Every student should be screaming, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And they should be say, I'm strong at this, I'm strong at that. This is where we start to reimagine expanded learning by focusing on the conditions for learning. The conditions for learning are build positive self-identity, support well-being, instill hope, and build connections. Imagine your program where every student has a positive identity and knows their strengths, their interests, and their aspirations. Imagine your program where every student's well-being is supported in real time. Imagine your program where hope is instilled in every student. Imagine your program where every student has at least one trusted adult outside of their immediate family with whom they have a meaningful connection. This is the work of Thrively. Instead of imagining, let's reimagine our program by focusing on the key three: strengths, well-being, and hope, by diving deep, one learning condition at a time. The first foundational learning condition is build self-positive identity. We have the industry's first research-based strength assessment developed by leading pediatric neuropsychologists. It takes the students 30 to 40 minutes to complete, and it unlocks their positive learning identities, what I like to call their superpowers. Students receive a personalized profile written in positive, uplifting language that presents their unique five strengths, their interests, and their aspirations. Once students have discovered and explored their superpowers, we focus on the second learning condition, which is supporting their well-being. We aim to provide psychological support, focusing on what students are thinking and what they are processing and what they are experiencing. Thrively partner with Turnaround for Children to bring Wellbeing Index into the classroom. The Wellbeing Index takes students about 60 to 90 seconds. 6 questions for primary, 12 questions for secondary. As we learn from research, if students are feeling and functioning well, that leads to emotional security, high executive functioning, and meaningful achievement. We recommend a weekly well-being check-in. Pick the day and then give it a creative name like Mindful Monday, Well-Being Wednesday, or Thankful Thursday. The third learning condition of the key three is hope. Hope is what I like to call the magic wand. We are not talking about hope as an emotion, but as a cognitive trait. We developed the Hope Survey inspired by Dr. Rick Snyder's groundbreaking work on the Hope Theory 2000. Over the past 25 years, they conducted neuroanalysis on the frontal cerebral cortex where hope resides, which is right here. Now, I want you to take note. Hope is measurable. Hope is malleable. Hope mediates all anxiety in the brain and transforms all cognitive learning functions. Hope is the primary predictor of academic, career, and life success. Hope develops resilience. And when kids are resilient, they're able to overcome any challenges before them. Hope is contagious, and hope increases gray matter. When gray matter increases, students are able to regulate their emotions better. The Hope Index is a quick 2-minute questionnaire that assesses the level of hope in each of your students. The Hope Survey can be used for both students and adults. It can be administered to track and nurture their hope. We suggest quarterly, but a minimum of 2 times a year. Hope is broken down into 2 areas, agency and pathway, the willpower and the way power. The willpower, the students know what they want, and the way power, they know how to get there. The hope score ranges from 2 to 36. The goal is to get both students and adults to have a mid score of 20. When this happens, the psychology and the science of hope teaches us that then we have rewired the cognitive abilities. The magic happens. Now that we know the assessments, strengths, well-being, hope, and data from each assessment, how are we going to use it? Let's look at the learning outcomes. Our goals today are practical and site approved. We're going to move through the data to action pipeline, understanding the information we have, identifying individual student needs, picking the right content, and finally, using the program guide to make sure the logistics don't get in the way of the impact. Before getting to logistics, let's talk about data-informed design. In the past, expanded learning was often guesswork. We guess what students liked and how to support the whole child. With Thrively, we replace the guesswork with evidence. By looking at aggregated data from the strength assessment, the well-being check-in, the hope index, we can see the soul of our site. First, we take the intentional next steps to reinforce our students' strengths through targeted activities and meaningful reflection opportunities with the foundational strengths activity resource. Data-informed design means reimagining our program. That means our program evolves to fit the kids and not the other way around. To further personalize our program to our kids, we need to continue identifying our students' strengths and needs. When we look at the well-being and hope scores, look for the low-hanging fruit. If a student is high in empathy, they are your natural peer mediators. If they are low in agency, they need a daily dose of hope activity, like small act of kindness or sharing passions. Before moving on to the playlist, please make sure your students have completed the strength assessment, and also please refer to Getting Started with Thrively. Think of Thrively playlist as your curated menu. You do not need to use everything. You need to use what aligns to your site-specific goals. If your priority this summer is career exploration, don't just pick any playlist. Pick the one that matches your students' top identified interest. Remember, engagement happens when a student sees themselves in the curriculum. If they love gaming, then choose the game design playlist to teach them the math and logic behind it. The final piece of the puzzle is the expanded learning program guide. The expanded learning program guide is your roadmap, so you don't have to rewrite the wheel every Monday morning. It provides structure, the how-to for different implementation models, whether you have 45 minutes, a 45-minute block, or a 2-hour session. The guide helps you balance reflection time with active exploration. It's perfect for non-school days like fall camp, winter camp, spring camp, and the one that we're all getting ready for at this moment, summer camp. Using the digital journals within Thrively to close the loop It's the best way to show stakeholders the growth that happens at your site. The program guide was created just for you to complement the school day. The expanded learning program guide is aligned with the California quality standards and expanded learning blocks. If your focus is active and engaged learning, research shows that when students are taught to their strengths, there is 30-time increase in engagement. Not 30% more, but 30 times more. As we are concluding this session, let's recap. Data is just a story told in numbers. Our job in expanded learning is to give that story a happy ending. Your next steps is to log into the dashboard, refer to the Getting Started with Thrively guide, ensure all your students have completed the strength assessment, implement the foundational strengths activities. Next steps. Once you know all of your students' strengths assessment results, the rest of the program design will fall into place. I know I shared a lot of information with you, but we are here to provide you with professional development and other resources that you need to successfully implement Thrively and reimagine expanded learning. We are ready to provide key trainings to all your staff or just specific staff. We are available to provide regular, ongoing support, on-site visits, depending on your location, refresher PDs, feedback sessions, and live chat support on the platform under the Teacher Resource Center. The resource lives directly inside the platform. In the Teacher Resource Center, you'll find the posters that you need to make strengths visible. You'll find the strengths foundational activities under the strengths resources. You will also find the hope and well-being resources under each of its area. You will also, if you look to the right under frequently asked questions, you will also have example questions like, how do I assign the strengths assessment to my students? Or where can I track the assessment results? So as you continue this work, the Teacher Resource Center is there to support you every step of the way. And also, so are we. We are here for you. So now let's look at questions you may have for us, or if you're already thinking of ways to start implementing everything that was presented to you today, please share in the chat box. It's always good to hear from others and the way they share and learn from. As we have met our time, we also wanted to share the upcoming webinar opportunity with you. If you have any colleagues who might benefit from this conversation, we'd love for you to share the opportunity with them. Okay, looks like Ramona got her response. Once again, thank you for joining us today. If you are interested in learning more about asset-based learning and strength-based education, we encourage you to stay connected with Thrively throughout our social media channels, email, or website. Connect with us on our LinkedIn page, Facebook community, Twitter, our website for free resources, research updates, and implementation strategies to support the strength-based journey. We also have a special invitation for our school-based educators listening. Help us connect with your school principal. For those that refer your principal to us, you'll be entered for a chance to win a free Thrively pilot account. Use the link that will be put in the chat. Thank you for joining us here at Thrively today, and we invite you to continue to collaborate with us and continue to build hopeful, joyful learning environments where every student can thrive. Thank you.